What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp, Fightful.com. Here on the Fightful YouTube channel, we have it back. It is UFC 246, and we are live right now for the main event. This is a different approach than anything we've done. We're not doing the traditional post-show, so to speak. Instead, we have lead wrestling writer Jeremy Lambert here with us. We're going to talk to you about the show, the fights, the event. As the main event happens right now, Donald Cerrone is walking out to the cage. Jeremy, who you have winning this one?
I have Conor winning because Cerrone gets hit a lot. Durability, not what it once was. But as we were talking about off air, like we're thinking Conor is 2016 Conor, and we have not seen that guy in a while. And you know, if he's not that guy anymore, Cerrone, we know what he can do. He can wrestle. Exactly. He can still strike. He can bang him up.
If you all want your question or statement read on the air, donate a super chat. It really helps us recoup what we've lost for the last month. I'll do a full video on us getting our channel back eventually, but this show brought to you by Fender Play. Go to fender.com/podcast. Use the code FIGHTFUL. Did you know that learning an instrument has been shown to reduce stress, boost your immune system, and enhance brain development? Fender Play is the complete online learning platform for guitar, bass, or ukulele, all three of them. With Fender Play, you can play your first song in just minutes with short, easy-to-follow lessons taught by experienced instructors. What makes it different is that Fender Play features a step-by-step, song-driven learning path tailored to your music tastes and built around your schedule. All from your phone, tablet, or computer, and it's cheaper than the cost of one traditional music lesson. Fender.com/podcast. Use that code FIGHTFUL, and you get your first 2 weeks free. This deal expires on Monday, January 20th at midnight Pacific, I think 3 a.m. Eastern, midnight Pacific. But you can master chords, songs, and techniques all at your own pace with bite-sized lessons you can watch anywhere, anytime. You can track your progress in the app, so if you got something to go do, you can pick up where you left off. You can share your success, get support from instructors in Fender's exclusive online community, and get access to hundreds of lessons for an entire year, unlimited access, and it's less than the average cost of one traditional music lesson. My cousin is learning ukulele on this damn thing.
Nice.
It's fantastic. Fender.com/podcast, code FIGHTFUL. Check it out. Save 50% off a Fender Play annual plan and get 2 weeks free. Conor McGregor on his way to the cage. Luke Mitty says, do you guys support Pro Wrestling Unlimited? I'm not sure why you got a super chat for that, but I mean, we used to syndicate some of our work on Pro Wrestling Unlimited, so yeah, I would imagine so. We've done some work with those fellas. Conor McGregor out now. He took this fight at 170. That seems ridiculously stubborn to me.
He's gonna, I mean, win or lose, he's gonna get the title shot at 155. So I guess in his mind, it doesn't really matter. He just wanted to not cut weight for this. I'm happy to see Conor McGregor.
Well, the thing is, he said he was underweight like about 8 days ago when he spoke to Ariel Helwani. It was the Friday before this past Friday. He said he was like 160. I don't know why he didn't just do it at 165. He could literally will that division into existence, and he wants it to exist because he's mentioned it before. And quite frankly, the division should exist. But yeah, it seemed a little weird to do 170 considering some of the issues that he's had there in the past. Well, also on this show, Macy Barber had some issues. Roxanne Modafferi beat the brakes off of her and ended that hype train. Holly Holm won a snoozer, my friends. Snoozer over Raquel Pennington. You had Brian Kelleher defeat Ode Osborne. Diego Ferreira defeat Anthony Pettis. Alexei Oleinik gets a win in his fourth different decade in MMA, submitting Maurice Green. That was a fun fight. Sadiq Youssef defeated Andre Fili via unanimous decision. Drew Dober dropped Nasrat Haqparast. That was a fun one. Askar Askarov, number 12 flyweight, one to keep your eyes on, guys. He beat the number 7 flyweight, Tim Elliott. You have Alexa Kamer defeating Justin Ledet via unanimous decision. Justin Ledet went 3-0 as a heavyweight and was like, hey, I'm going to drop to light heavyweight. Went 0-3. And then Sabina Mazo defeated J.J. Aldrich via split decision. The Alexa Grasso fight pulled from this show. Hot diggity dog. But we got it right now. Conor McGregor next to the cage. Hairline not as kind to him as it used to be, Jeremy.
Everyone's talking about his focus in this fight.
I'm talking about his Eric Trump hairdo is what I'm talking about.
Look, he's cleaning up his act. This is how
Yes.
you've got to do. This is how he's cleaning up his act.
It's
He's
like-
touching gloves with Cowboy. Like, what is this Conor McGregor?
It's like in the movies where like, you know, they do straighten up their act and all that, and they start dressing nice.
Yeah.
It's
And
like when
Conor's
Andy
always dressed
Samberg
nice.
put on a jacket in Hot Rod when he decided he had to get on with his life. Shane Haas sends $20 Canadian and says, "Here's $2 USD. Welcome back." To me, conversion rate jokes will never get old because the Canadians pay us.
As long as the money hits my PayPal every
Yes.
month, I'm good.
Donald Cerrone officially in about a minute or so will break the tie between he and Jim Miller for most UFC fights of all time at 33. But he's 36 years old, and we see the height advantage there for Cerrone. But the reach advantage actually goes to McGregor. He's got a longer reach.
Yeah, Cerrone likes to kick and stay. I mean, McGregor will kick and stay on the outside as well. And as Joe Rogan likes to point out a lot, they don't measure the legs for the kicking advantage, which is really just the height. But Joe Rogan doesn't know that often.
Rob Wilkins sends a super chat and says, "What do you call a pig that knows jujitsu? Pork chop. Hey, there are no chops in jujitsu, buddy. There are no strikes. That ain't the way it works."
Lil Wayne once rhymed "kick back on that Glock, call that jujitsu," and there's of course no real kicking in jujitsu either.
Rob tries to Simpsons me a lot, like gets me with those prank phone call names a lot, and usually they work is the thing.
Rob Wilkins of the amazing Photoshops.
Oh my God, he's just a great photographer. Those are actual photos. That's why we needed our YouTube. We needed the budget to afford these photo shoots, these high-res photo shoots that are going on. Guys, in the comments, whether it's during or after the fact, let us know how you like this approach. Usually, quite frankly, I'm up till 2:30 in the morning doing post shows. Jeremy's usually up till 6 in the morning covering the press conferences, in which I had informed him a while back, maybe just the pay-per-views. And then after the way MMA's been lately, I've been like, maybe not at all.
I mean, for this one, I'm hoping it's short. Like, get McGregor in there, get Cerrone in there. We don't need to talk to anybody else.
I'm excited to see McGregor, even in a loss, like smiling. I'm ready to get back in there again. And then he fights in 2022.
He's going to be at WrestleMania if he loses this fight. That's my hot prediction.
He should be at WrestleMania if he wins this fight.
Nah.
I would much rather him be there than Tyson Fury.
Brock versus McGregor headlining WrestleMania. We could do that.
That'd be funny. Man.
What was the match they pitched? It was Becky and McGregor against, I don't know if it was Angle and Rousey, but it was somebody in Rousey.
Yeah, that would have been good. Honestly, if Conor knew how to do business and got in there and did some stuff and let Ronda Rousey throw him, that would have been awesome. That would have been awesome too.
Yeah, Conor's probably not doing it. I don't know how he has to work with him in that WWE environment. I don't know how well that would go.
Well, I mean, you never know. I mean, Mike Tyson was super easy to deal with there. Kevin Federline, I heard, was like one of the easiest people to ever deal with. So it's like you never know who would do that. Dennis Rodman, when he showed up, was supposedly very easy. These people who would blow off NBA Finals practices and ruin press conferences come to WWE and they're on good behavior.
WCW pulling off Rodman and Malone like a month after the finals was, I still don't know how they did that outside of a lot of money.
It's amazing. And it was special. It was a cool moment. And Karl Malone, despite his out of the ring stuff that has emerged since then, Man, he could throw a diamond cutter.
Yeah.
And you know I'm a big fan of the cravat. Oh, my God. McGregor went in deep as we get started. Now throwing shoulder butts. I like the approach.
Yeah.
Knees
Conor,
and strikes. He's aggressive.
Very aggressive.
And Cerrone's already busted open, I think.
Cerrone,
No.
notorious slow starter.
Yes.
And not looking good for him.
Oh, my God. McGregor's pouring it on. That's it. Conor McGregor is back. He's just raining down the strikes. This is not good for Cerrone.
Oh, well, I said I wanted 13 seconds.
Conor McGregor wins. A one-sided drubbing.
Oof.
Oh my God. He embraces Cerrone. Now here's the funny thing. You're going to have people say, rigged. Rigged.
Every quick fight is rigged.
Yes.
Hey, I said I wanted 13 seconds. I mean, I would have liked to talk longer, but it was close. What a beatdown.
I mean, come on. Shane Haas says, sorry for the wrestling question. Why is Josh Briggs signed anywhere? Or is Josh Briggs signed anywhere? If not, why? I don't know.
This would evolve.
Yeah, I mean, is that
He's doing
signed?
stuff. Yeah. He'll be a performance center recruited sometime.
Yeah. Conor McGregor emerges victorious. This was an ass whipping of fairly epic proportions.
He didn't let Cerrone breathe. He came out aggressive, and I like the approach from Conor. Usually he sits back, wants to counter strike and pick people apart a little bit, but he knows Cerrone's not the quickest starter in the world, so he came out and just laid it on him quickly.
This was
Here we go, Masvidal and McGregor. That's the fight.
That's the fight for the BMF title.
Yeah.
That's the fight.
I don't want Habib or Ferguson against Conor. Ferguson maybe, but not Habib again. But I want Masvidal and Conor. That's the fight I want.
So we're getting a look at the replay. Ooh. McGregor came in with a lunging left, caught Cerrone with a little bit of a knee, but it was the shoulder butts of everything. Shoulder butts, I think, were Cerrone's undoing. Isn't that
very
amazing?
Effective? The head kick. I mean, the head kick had him, and then caught him with the toes.
Oh my God. Conor McGregor looked legitimately outstanding. This is the Conor McGregor that I need to drive web traffic to the website.
He's gonna. I don't know if this means he's gonna keep being like subdued Conor McGregor, or now he's gonna turn the antics back up.
He's gotta turn the antics back up.
Yeah.
So you maybe listen, because I can't, because it'll pick up my audio here. So maybe you listen to what he has to say.
Are you going to mute my microphone?
Well, I mean, yeah. Effectively.
I can mute my own microphone. I'll mute it.
Yes. Man, so like I can't turn up my audio because OBS will pick it up and it will get flagged for copyright, and that's definitely not what we want. So I switched my pick to Conor McGregor throughout the week as Conor McGregor officially announced the victor. Just an unbelievable performance. An objectively fantastic performance. Jeez. "40 seconds. Conor McGregor now on the mic. Jeremy watching intently. He will interpret what the Irishman says. Jeremy does, in fact, speak Irish, I'm told. So he will interpret for us. And I see people saying a humble Conor would be great. I disagree. Because I want those clickety clacks. Hannah Moore says, as you said, rigged. I got on Twitter and the first two posts said fixed and wow, rigged. You got to be a real idiot. You got to be a real idiot if you say that. You got to be a real dummy. Unbelievable. So Conor McGregor has a bunch of options now. Khabib is an option right out of the gate. A 155-pound fight with Khabib. I don't really want to see that again. I don't think that McGregor has improved enough. I don't think he'll change his game plan enough. There's a head kick and a knee that really walloped Cerrone. Cerrone's lost 3 in a row now, which ain't good. Big strikes in the ground and pound from McGregor. To me, the fight to make is Masvidal, because Masvidal's the giant draw. But with a win, not much less an emphatic win, Conor McGregor holds all the cards. You can run back him and Nate Diaz anytime you want. So you don't want to do that right now. But Masvidal seems like the fight to make. If he wanted, he could fight Kamaru Usman just because that's the type of thing they do. We see his girlfriend Dee Devlin in the cage. He's grabbing the mic. He's singing. He's screaming. I am very excited to learn what the hell he's saying. He's double fisting the microphone, asking for the crowd to get up, so you know it's lit. You just know it's wild. Jeremy, can you fill us in what exactly has been said here? As we go to Fightful writing legend Jeremy Lambert.
I didn't want it to pick up and had to.
Sure. What did he say?
Well, Rogan wants to know who's next, and McGregor just plugged his whiskey.
There will be more people that know him as a whiskey salesman than a fighter. They're showing Kamaru in the crowd. They've shown Masvidal in the crowd.
Yeah, he mentioned both of those. He didn't really call anybody out. He was obviously very pleased with his handiwork. He said he now has knockouts across 3 different divisions. So put his name.
Very good point.
Yeah, put his name in that record book, and yes, he was very thrilled that how much whiskey he sold as well, and that's what I was chuckling about. As Rogan is trying to ask the important questions of who you're going to fight next, and he's like, "Go get my whiskey. I'm going to party tonight."
And nothing like going to interview Donald Cerrone after he's eaten about 40 unanswered strikes.
Yeah.
That sounds like a smooth move. I thought they kind of moved away from that. Maybe it's just clean knockouts. But damn. Well,
Cerrone's always a good sport. He looks like he just went through a 15-minute fight, and it was a 40-second fight, and he's got a smile on his face, and I'm sure he's saying how much he loves the fight, and he's going to be back for $200,000.
Yeah, he got paid $200,000 to show. No win bonus, I assume. He ain't getting $50K. That's for damn sure. Conor's going to get an extra $50K, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I always dislike when they do that. Like, these guys are already making so much, and yeah, Conor deserves it for the performance of the night, but this dude's taking home like $10 million from this fight. Give that $50K to someone who can use it.
Yeah, I would rather Alexei Oleinik and Drew Dober to get it, just because, I mean, come on.
Yeah, give it to Fiera for tapping out Pettis. Like, there were plenty of good performances.
Which, to be fair, Oleinik and Green might get it for fight of the night. There's a good chance they might get it for that, because that was a pretty good fight. I rather enjoyed that, but man, not a lot of buzz for any other MMA coming up. They got a card in your backyard rally next weekend. Curtis Blades and Dos Santos. I like that main event. And then I like almost nothing else on the show. Dos Anjos and Chiesa is really good. Arnold Allen and Nick Lentz. All right. Remember when people thought that Nick Lentz was the answer to Conor McGregor? That was funny. Like, why won't Conor fight Nick Lentz?
I'm still disappointed we never got the McGregor Edgar fight. Like that's way past now, but
Yeah,
that
I could
was
see
that was a
that.
fight at the time.
But only one card on the UFC side in the next 2 weeks. But next weekend, if you combined the two cards that are going to happen, because there's a card in Inglewood too, you got Julia Budd, who is a legitimately good, pretty damn good featherweight, taking on Chris Cyborg. You have Adam Borics taking on Darian Caldwell. That's a good fight. Aaron Pico's fighting, but what does that even mean these days? Curtis Millender, Sergio Pettis is on that show. And then you have the Lost Diaz brother, Chris Avila. You remember him?
Vaguely.
He was terrible. He's 6-8.
I thought the loss of Diaz brother was Josh Neer.
Josh Neer. Was that the dentist?
The
Josh
dentist.
Neer? The
Britt
dentist.
Baker's coworker.
Oh my God. I bet he does. I bet he's not even a real dentist, is he? He just rearranges teeth. My God. Somebody says, Evangelina says, can we have a watch along for WWE Backstage with Becky Lynch and CM Punk? That is like my one solid night off Tuesday, which never ends up being. Something stupid always happens on a Tuesday night.
Backstage always comes with the news.
Yeah, exactly. But you all can keep it locked. Fightful.com, FightfulMMA.com. Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. We're on podcast platforms everywhere. So I want to thank you guys a whole lot for joining us for this watch along, which, a lot less painless than a post show. I'll say that much.
Especially when a fight only goes 40 seconds.
I love it. That was fantastic. Jeremy, plug some stuff.
You can find me on Twitter at Jeremy Lambert 88. I'm every day on Fightful, the Distraction podcast with the great Joel Holbert. It's a NBA podcast that we mask as a wrestling podcast every Thursday. The AEW Power Rankings, Real Sports Power Rankings every Thursday. I don't know. I do a bunch of stuff.
Guys, thank you all so much. Until next time, we're out.